I spent my whole life running from myself. Then one day, the monster looked back. Midnight hanging from the ceiling, city drowning in the rain. I'm alone inside my apartment, but I hear somebody breathe. Then I see him in the mirror, standing where I used to stand. Same eyes, same scars, same history, different kind of broken man. He says, you've been bleeding for the world, and the world don't even care. You've been carrying dead weight while they leave you hanging there. You keep praying for forgiveness, you keep turning pain to grace, but nobody remembers angels, everybody remembers flames. He smiles, and somehow it feels familiar. I raise my head, he moves the same. I hold my breath, he says my name. The room goes dark, the air turns thin. I can't tell which one of us is trapped within. There's a man in the mirror living under my skin. He knows every nightmare, he knows where I've been. He whispers, mercy gets buried, love disappears. The world only listens to the language of fear. There's a man in the mirror, and he sounds like me. He showed me every closed door, every dream that came undone, every friend who swore forever, every war I never won, every smile that hid exhaustion, every night I couldn't sleep, every memory I buried still had roots that ran too deep. Then he laughed, now you're finally learning, pain is power, loss is fuel. The ones who stay the softest always end up used. Burn the bridges, cut the ties, turn your weakness into ice. If they only love the mask, then let the real you die. For a second, I almost let him. I came from sleepless nights, heavy hearts, empty homes. Learned to carry every burden like I carved it into stone. Turn my tears into a language, turn my scars into a map. Built a fortress from my silence, then got lost inside the trap. The devil wore my face so long I almost called himself. I spent years trying to save my soul while slowly becoming someone else. He said, you don't need forgiveness, you don't need another prayer. Nobody's coming to save you, nobody was ever there. I almost gave him everything, my anger, my name, my reflection, my breath, until I looked inside his eyes and saw myself begging not to be left. Maybe monsters aren't born, maybe they're assembled, piece by piece. A betrayal here, a failure there, a heartbreak, a funeral, a dream that never happened. Maybe darkness isn't evil, maybe darkness is grief. Wearing armor, maybe the shadow in the mirror never wanted my destruction. Maybe he was just a version of me that learned survival before love. I stepped closer to the glass, he didn't move for the first time. He looked tired, not cruel, not vicious, just tired. I touched the mirror, he touched it too, and suddenly I understood. It was my anger, my loneliness, my fear of not being enough. Every time I smiled while breaking, every time I needed help and set him aside. He wasn't born a demon, he was forged inside my scars, built from every sleepless night and every broken part. I kept fighting my reflection till I learned the glass was me. There's a man in the mirror, still wearing my face. No longer my enemy, no longer disgrace. He's the shadow I inherited, I'm the light he couldn't kill. And somewhere in the silence, we're both learning to be still. There's a man in the mirror, and he's finally free. trying to destroy him, and started listening. The mirror never cracked. The darkness never left. I just learned that every monster I feared was only a wounded version of myself, trying to survive. I spent my whole life trying to kill the monster in the mirror. Then I realized I was the one teaching him how to survive.